Hey flower friends, I'm Courtney and this is my flower farm. Today I wanted to give you a tour of the farm and show you what I've got going on at the moment, and I'll give you a bit of a before and after. I didn't take too many before shots. I was kind of caught up in the making rather than the documenting. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to start over here. This is the Bells of Ireland. I have a whole 10 metre by 1.2 metre bed. All my beds are 10 metres by 1.2, and this one is the Bells of Ireland. The next three beds we've got going here are Ranunculus. We are getting to the end of the season, I would say. They are turning yellow, especially this bed here, and I think that's mainly because of the copious amounts of rain that we have recently had. I think in the last month I've had a bit over 150 mils, so that's like, I don't know, 6 inches, and we are an average of 16 inches for the whole year, so we're pretty wet. I'm a zone 9B. These Ranunculus have been absolutely stunning. I've really loved growing them and having them in my life. So some of them are still going really well. Like that one is adorable. And this one's just like, it looks like a rose. But yeah, as you can see, the water's caught up with them. We're getting a little bit hot and humid as well. So these Ranunculus are about cactus. I think I do have an order for some flowers that I need to put together or pick for tonight, so that might be the last pick on the Ranunculus. I'm going to go through them today and take out like all of the spent ones, like that one. But yeah, see, it's just so wet that their cute little heads are flopping. Some of them are doing that even before, like here, even before they actually fully bloom. That one there, that one's, and that's just far too much water. So this is a low spot in this particular bed, so I'm not surprised that those ones are on their way out. And then my poppies. Absolutely stunning, but the rain has annihilated them. If I can't pick them quick enough, like before the rain hits them, and we've just been having lots of showers, so you know, if I haven't picked them before this stage, then I probably lose them. So I need to go through today, grab some of these ones, deadhead the rest, and then I can see what's actually happening in this bed. My anemones, same thing. They're just getting hammered by the rain, and yeah, I need to go through them and deadhead them as well. Tulips are a bit of a bust, so I will be pulling them out, and I'm thinking I might put some zinnias in here or sunflowers. I've got some zinnias in trays right now, so I think that they might like to go in there for a bit. Over in this section here, we've got sweet peas. Keep going to call them snow peas, but they're cute as a button. And there's some more down here. They got so out of control, and I haven't put them like on the fence, and they wrap themselves around the weeds, so I've just let them go, but they are pretty big and bushy and beautiful. The stems aren't long enough to use just that in bouquets, so what I've been doing is taking like the whole section. So I would take this, you know, way down here somewhere and put that whole thing into a bouquet, and it looks really, really good. This is the other side of the sweet peas. So I've got a few pastel colours there. There's a purple, a blue and a pink. I think that's what they're supposed to be. They just look, I don't know, purpley, bluey kind of colour, and these ones, beautiful. Those ones smell sensational. And then these ones, I don't know what they are because the tags are, you know, buried deep in there. But this is a really pretty colour. And then further on, I have some red ones, or a pinky kind of colour. Where's one a bit closer? So they are really pretty. I like sort of the splotchy colour that they have on them. And then I have this one, I think might be high scent. I haven't actually smelt it. Let's have a little sniff test. Oh, wow. Yes. That is incredible. Boy, that's how wet it is. It's just mud sitting there. That's all water. Yeah, so this one must be high scent. I did get a few of that one, so absolutely stunning. Oh, a little bit of sunshine. And then we have some lupins here. These are the Heart Ouija, I think it's called. I'll pop the name up on the screen. And they are an annual, as far as I know. But yeah, like sensational. Love, love, love them. My Cerinthe is, I kind of don't know how to use the Cerinthe. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think it needs a lot more hydration than I was giving it before I use it in the vase. So, in a bouquet. But for the moment, it looks like it's a bit waterlogged, a bit battered and bruised from the rain and the wind. So I might have to just trim it back and see if it comes back again. But we're supposed to get some pretty warm weather, so I don't know if that'll work. Here we have some Sweet William. I didn't get it all planted, so these ones here are planted, and then these are not. And you're about to flower. So these ones are, oh, there's a tag. What variety are we? Black cherry is what these ones are. And I got these ones potted up, but I never got around to getting these ones potted up, which are neon purple, I think, neon purple. But I'll get them into this section, and I might pop those ones in my actual garden. But these stems are sensational. Some of the other ones, the other varieties that I got, are much shorter blooms, so I'm stoked that these ones are really tall. I love Sweet William. I think it has to be my favourite flower, although the Ranunculus are pretty awesome. My stock's pretty awesome. All right, I just love flowers. So here is my bed of Statice, and it hasn't been in there very long, but we have some shoots, some kind of movement. I can't remember which one is which. So it's either white or apricot. I have the apricot one in here as well. So down here, one's white, one's apricot, and I'm getting eaten by a mosquito. And then over on this side, we have some Bells of Ireland. They are looking absolutely awesome. Just waiting for some height on those, and they are branching quite well. In this section here, it is false Queen Anne's lace. So it's a Casablanca Ami. And that is so cool, it's so bushy. Along here, I have, this end is snapdragons, and then I just planted campanula in there. We have some snapdragons. I pinched the right hand side and left the left hand side to grow a bit more, or to have its, so I let that one have its first. Same with this bed. So yeah, the left hand side should flower and then the right hand side should flower. At least that's my theory. Here I have Lisianthus, which are actually growing really quite well. I'm really happy with how they're going. I bought plugs from Ball and popped them in because mine, well, they got sat on by the cat, so they died. These ones, I'm thinking, well, I don't reckon they like water, this much water, so there's a lot of water here, and that is a thistle, so we will just weed that. Oh, mosquitoes. So that's out of there. Yeah, they're going well. There's another weed in here. Here is some more snapdragons. I did go pretty heavily with the snapdragons, this being my first year. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but I feel like if you can grow something, you know, give something a go and try and do it well. This side is stock. I think this one's the branching stock, the Quartet Blue. Either that or it is the Cherry Blossom. No, that's definitely got some purpley blue to it. And then, oh, but then that one looks Cherry Blossom. That one's also budding up, so that's exciting. Got a couple of lots of stock to go. The rest of the stocks is there. And then this is my sensational patch of stock. Ugh. But because of the wind, the rain, it's starting to not be nice as much as it was. I'm really disappointed because I have a lot of stock, and because of the floods in the area, I haven't been able to sell it to any of the florists because they've all been shut. But anyway, I'm going to leave it in the ground and hope that I might get something out of it in the autumn. Then we have some white snaps flowering. They're so pretty. I do love snaps. Some pink ones on this side, through to orange. The orange just, they take your breath away. They're so beautiful. And the smell in this section from the stock is amazing. You just grow stock for the smell. It is so good. I just mowed down most of the poppies that were here. I've left some that have just opened so the bees can have a field day. But there is a lot more about to explode. So I'll be out here later on picking all of these beautiful ones, and I'll probably have to go through and deadhead, well, like that one, because there'll be more popped open. There's one just in here that's just sprung open. So I love these guys, they are so cool. Anyway, that is enough for now. So this is see you later from me and the mama cat. Take care, bye. Okay, so here is the first step of this bed. I'm going to put some gypsum in there and some mushroom compost and go through again. It was ridiculously hard. I can't believe how hard that was. Anyway, I'm going to show you at this end. So that's what you're trying to dig into. It's impossible. So without the tiller, I'd be planting my tulips and whatever into that. But with tiller, and we'll put the gypsum in to loosen up more of the clay. And then I've got all of that to go. But I'm going to put a tarp over all of this to kill it off.